The story of David and Goliath is one of the most famous accounts in history, found in the Bible in 1 Samuel 17. It has become the universal archetype for the underdog victory, where courage and skill overcome raw power. The Standoff. The Philistine army and the Israelite army led by King Saul were gathered for battle on opposite hills. For 40 days, the Philistine champion, a giant named Goliath who stood over 9 feet tall, stepped into the valley to taunt the Israelites. The challenge. Goliath dared the Israelites to send out one man to fight him. If the Israelite won, the Philistines would become their servants. If Goliath won, the Israelites would serve the Philistines. The fear. King Saul and his entire army were paralyzed with fear. No one stepped forward. The unexpected hero. David was not a soldier, he was a young shepherd boy. He had been sent to the battlefield by his father just to bring food to his older brothers. When David arrived and heard Goliath mocking God and the Israelite army, he was outraged. David's confidence. David volunteered to fight. When King Saul doubted him, David explained that as a shepherd, he had killed both a lion and a bear to protect his sheep. He believed God would protect him now as well. Rejecting the armor. Saul tried to give David his own heavy bronze armor and sword. David tried them on but found he couldn't even walk. He took them off, choosing to fight with only his staff, his sling, and 5 smooth stones he picked up from a nearby stream. The battle. When Goliath saw David, a boy without a sword or armor, he laughed and cursed him. David's response is one of the most famous lines in the Bible. "You come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty." As Goliath moved into attack, David ran toward him. He reached into his bag, slung a stone, and hit Goliath squarely in the forehead. The giant fell face down on the ground. David then used Goliath's own sword to finish the task. Seeing their hero fallen, the Philistine army fled in terror. Why this story matters. The story is often analyzed for its deeper meanings. Skill versus strength. While it looks like an underdog story, historians often point out that a slinger in ancient times was essentially a marksman with a long-range weapon. David didn't fight fair, he changed the rules of the engagement. Faith over fear. In the religious context, the story emphasizes that David's victory didn't come from his own power, but from his absolute trust in God. Leadership. This event marked the beginning of David's rise to fame, eventually leading to him becoming the greatest king in Israel's history. Would you like to know about the other famous battles of King David, or perhaps the story of how he was originally chosen to be king? For more such stories, subscribe to Scripture and Sounds, and hit the bell icon to never miss such Bible stories.